Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead Podcast. We are the Two Chicks. Yay!
Hi, I am Nate.
And I'm Aaron, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, and welcome to episode 54. It is March 22nd, 2023.
Yep, it is spring.
I
Spring
know.
has sprung.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like it yet, but it's getting there.
It is currently 23 degrees and snowing at our house.
Yep. And we're not even north.
No.
North is getting much worse. But
Yes. But the fact we're getting snow and it's 23 degrees is about normal for this time of month.
yeah, it's better than mud.
Yeah. Well, we had that last week.
Yeah, we'll have it next week.
So now it's frozen mud.
Yeah. Yep. You can see our whole yard where we go every day. Eggs, chickens, rabbits.
Yep. Well, it's not as bad having the rabbits in the shed now.
Yeah.
Because I'm walking across the
patio, yeah.
The patio.
Yeah, the chickens, they had a built-in swimming pool for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But whatever. They're
They
chickens.
pretended to be ducks and they were happy.
Yeah.
So,
well.
we've had a busy 2 weeks.
Yes, we did our beginning of the season job.
Yep. Which is finish up all the syrup.
Yes.
And it's done.
It is all done, and it is delicious.
I know. So we ended up with, a quarter of a pint short of a gallon.
Right.
And that's a lot for us.
Yeah. I mean, so the first year, well, the very, very, very first time I did it, I burnt it.
Yeah. So this is the fourth time.
The fourth attempt, yes. So 4 times it's a charm or whatever.
Yes.
Fourth time's a charm. Yeah, I burnt it. I had like less than a gallon of sap, and I thought I would just get like a tablespoon to try it. It doesn't work like that. Especially in the house. That's the time I did it in the house, and the sap stick got everywhere in the kitchen.
Well, we did the second year. We tried doing it in the house a little bit too.
Maybe I thought it would be different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then the second year we got syrup, and we thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I am sorry for anybody that bought that syrup because it is not good compared to the syrup that we have now.
And we'll explain what we did different this year because it was one tool that fixed it.
Yes.
And holy cow, did that get that right?
Yeah.
So all in all, it was probably between 30 and 34 hours to boil down 37 gallons of sap to get it down to less than a gallon of syrup.
Yeah, so when you go to a market, and it's not like brought in from Michigan, and you buy like a local syrup, that's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Because that's not just... I mean, yeah, you're not doing a whole lot, but while you're doing that, you can't do anything else.
No.
Like, you constantly have to make sure, especially how we do it with the wood, the wood fire.
Yeah.
You got to make sure it's constantly hot enough to be boiling. And then when you get near the end, you really have to watch it. So,
we started with the 2 flat pans, and then got it down into our one...
turkey fryer.
The turkey fryer, which fit really nice. Like I thought we were going to be too much to get in there, but it was about 3/4 full on the initial boil down. We started over the fire, couldn't get anywhere with it, boiling down quick, and then we used our burner in the garage.
Yeah, we did the initial boil over the fire, and then the last phase over the propane, because you got to be able to control it a little bit more.
Yeah, and it worked out really good. We just set it in the garage. It was a nice weekend, a little chilly, but it was probably about a 4-hour boil down that day.
Yeah.
And then we got this little cool tool.
Yes, a refractometer.
Yep.
Which apparently, if you brew beer or have bees, you probably have one.
Yes. So we got this thing to play with, and it was a couple days before. And you and I were initially playing with it going, okay, is this thing even working?
Yeah, we tried our original syrup from 2 years ago, because
Yep.
last year we didn't get
No.
any because of our sap
Failures.
mishap.
So we ended up getting that stuff out of the freezer and put it on there, and it didn't even, out of the refrigerator, and then put it on there, and it didn't even show up on the gauge.
Yeah, it was like, this is not working. I just spent $22 on garbage. It's not working.
Right. So then we messed with it a little bit more, and I was going through the calibration instructions and saw that it didn't need to be calibrated, but one way to tell that calibration was right was to get olive oil. So we put olive oil on, and what do you know? It's right where it needed to be.
Yeah,
So.
we tried some honey that we had to and did that. So we discovered that our syrup from 2 years ago was not anywhere close to being done.
No.
And we knew it was a little watery, but it's still, I mean, it tasted good.
Yeah. And I think we didn't want to go too crazy on it because we were
didn't
afraid
know
to
what
kill
we were
it.
doing, right.
So.
Well, we went to the temperature that it said. Because you have to hit 219 degrees
Right.
for the syrup to be done, and we got to that point. But it wasn't enough.
And we still had another half hour after we got to that point.
Yeah.
With this stuff.
Yeah. So
And we shut everything down, and we got it up to 66%.
well,
on
yeah.
the brick scale.
Yes. Well, we got it just, I think, below that, because I think it was supposed to be 66.
66 and a half, I think.
Oh, okay. It was somewhere close.
Yeah. So 66 and a half starts the syrup.
Yeah.
And we were at like 65 and 3/4.
Yeah.
Call it 66. It's close enough.
So we didn't go. Maybe next time we'll
Yeah.
be brave enough to go a little bit more.
Yeah, because we were worried about it continuing to boil off
I know,
while it was
yeah.
cooling.
Yes.
So, but it worked out perfect. And
Yeah.
it was completely different.
Yes.
Because it got those really small bubbles on the top.
Yeah.
And we never got to that point with the original stuff.
And even just looking at the syrup in the jar, you can see through it. You can, it looks like
Syrup.
honey
Yeah.
syrup. Where the stuff from 2 years ago is very, very dark.
Yeah.
You can't look through it at all.
But I think that also has a lot to do with...
It could be the more of the black walnut.
Yeah, because we had 10 gallons of black walnut that year.
Yeah.
And we only had like 2 gallons or 3 gallons of black walnut this year.
Yeah, and last year was what we call a non-walnut year, because our walnut tree only gets walnuts every other year. So this year was a walnut year, so maybe it doesn't make as much sap, knowing it's got to
Could be.
provide for little bombs.
So either way, at least we know that good years are going to be not walnut years.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how that works out next year when we have the non-walnut year.
Yeah, now that we kind of know what we're doing.
Yep.
Ish. I mean, we're not professionals. We're not claiming to be professional syrupers.
Yeah.
Syrupriers.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Gotta look up that
syrup connoisseurs.
We gotta look. Yeah. There's got to be a real word.
Yes. Sommelier. I don't think there's syrup sommeliers.
Yeah. Hey, there is now.
Yep. It turned out really good.
Yeah.
Has a nice smoky flavor to it.
It's got a really nice smoky flavor to it.
And it's not something I don't think you'd ever find in the store.
No. I mean, maybe, but you don't see any smoky maple syrup or smoky maple black walnut syrup.
Right.
Like, you don't see any that say that.
Right.
So we'll just assume that we've got the only syrup.
Exactly. One of one.
Yeah.
So we put a few jars up locally for sale.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't sure how it would ship, so we weren't doing that, but
we'll see. We may or may not add it to the website.
Yeah.
So
for a price.
Yep. But it's it was a lot of fun this year. It was nice to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And that is like step one of the homestead waking up.
And this has been a weird winter. I know for me personally, it's been a very weird winter. Just being into all the writing and not really the homesteading stuff, that I was kind of nervous. Once spring was here, I've got to like move away a little bit and back into
homestead.
Yeah, homestead stuff like gardening. And so this was a nice, like, okay, I do want to do this.
It's back.
This is good. Yeah.
Busy season's coming.
I got the seeds going.
Yep.
yeah, things were rolling again.
We have kits in the nesting boxes again.
Yep.
So spring is coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be here before we know it.
And it's going to be busy.
Yeah.
As usual. But we don't have any major projects set for this year.
No, and it's not been previous years. I think we're just going to kind of see how our stuff has worked in the past. We have one project from last year with all the comfrey. I think that's the only thing we're going to work on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's no, like, building or moving animals around or anything. We just kind of want to clean up and work on our little experiments.
Yeah, yard cleanup year and make it semi-presentable.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably maybe have some classes or stuff.
Yeah, no, just we seem to be meeting more people and...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is real life. We don't really hide anything, but it'd be kind of nice to not have toys and stuff and whatever just laying all over the place. So.
Yep, and I got to move that bank of cages that you've been asking me to move for like, I don't know, what is that, 8 months now?
Yeah.
So.
If anybody needs rabbit cages.
Yep. If anybody needs rabbit cages, they're like 16 feet long.
Yeah. Bring a trailer or a saw.
Yeah.
Although we got to find out if our friend used them for quail and how that turned out.
I talked to him about the quail, and I think they didn't hatch. So he didn't use them.
Okay.
Officially, but he still took them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to bug him. So, Mike, if you're listening, shoot me an email or shoot me a text message and let me know how your quail did this year.
So it'd be nice to have those gone.
Yep. I think that's the big thing that's out in the yard, and that's just little stuff with the kids.
Yeah. Kids are a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As usual.
I mean, we're a mess without the kids, but the kids ramp it up a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
So yes, I will post, or we'll have a link to the refractometer in the notes, and I do need to post it on Facebook. I don't think I've done that yet. But yeah,
because I think we were waiting on to see how
it worked. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a game changer.
Yeah, that worked out perfect. So if you guys are boiling honey and you don't have one, or boiling syrup and you don't have one of these, go buy it. It's what, $23?
Yeah, it was not expensive.
You know, I was figuring when you were initially talking about
it'd be like $300. Yeah.
And I'd still tell you, just go buy the damn thing.
No.
So, but yeah, at $22-23, that is worth it.
Yeah. So, speaking of rabbits, kits, we've got some out there with a new mom.
Yep. So this is our first litter out of Luna. Luna Moonhair.
Luna Moonhair.
Which, this has been an interesting one. So we bred her to Cotton Candy. He's the new buck that we got. So it's a broken tan and white Rex to a English spot.
We're assuming,
I'm assuming she's an English spot. She looks like it, but it was labeled as something at Rural King, as a New Zealand at Rural King, so whatever. I do not know how many kits are in there. She delivered Wednesday, I would say, of last week.
I think so, yeah.
Boy, has she turned into a cranky bitch. She has always been I'm going to hide in the corner and not let you pet me. And I saw that she pulled fur, so I went to go check the nest box, and she came after me.
Yeah.
Like, snarling, squeaking. I tried to pull the nest box close to the opening. She came running around the side of it and tried to bite me. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah, all the other ones have always just been like, whatever, just look, it's fine.
Yeah. Nobody ever makes any noise.
Yeah.
Other than the boys up top.
Yeah. So it's been interesting to see the difference in her.
Yeah, I don't know what changed, but it's somewhat normal.
We've read about that, though.
Where they get really protective over their litters. And it's still surprising for us to see it, because we've been doing this 3 years.
Yeah.
And we've never had it. So.
Yeah. Every year it's an adventure.
Yeah. I mean, we're coming up on 3 years, I think, this week or next week.
Yeah.
When Thor was born. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, that's right. So we didn't have them yet.
Right.
So it would be another 8 weeks or so.
Yeah. But yeah, it's coming up quickly on 3 years of having rabbits.
Yeah. And we've always kind of said, is it 3 years like chickens? Like, is that their cycle?
Yeah, 3 to 5 usually.
Because Thor is such a good boy.
I think he's gonna stay here.
He's gonna retire.
Yes.
At the Sloppy Hoppy Rabbitry.
Yeah, he'll just hang out on the top and be grouchy old man.
Be the all-father.
Yep. Yep. So we've had the two originals that we've had since the start is Thor and Coco.
Yeah.
So Coco, we're probably going to breed her a couple more times, then retire her.
Yeah.
We're not going to go the pet route with
all of them.
Thor's going to stay as the pet, and he'll just kind of hang out up there, but I don't have enough room for does, so
yeah.
When it comes time, we'll just move Coco on and either go in the freezer or become a, what do you call those things? Jackalope.
Yeah, we'll see.
But, yeah, we got new kits. So I do not know how many there are. I do not have any pictures yet, so I got to wait for this cranky doe to calm down. I'm kind of hoping it'll be next week. If not, it'll be the week after when we start seeing them venture out. I can get a count on them.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get bit. I just kind of want to leave her be.
And we bred Cookie.
Yes, bred Cookie also.
And she was a first.
Yes, she's a first timer as well.
But she's our first holdback.
Yes, she's our first holdback. I did breed her with Thor. I have not seen kits yet. So I don't know if she just didn't take or she's just a couple days behind. So I'll give her another week, probably till Saturday, and if I don't see anything out in the nesting boxes, it'll be throw her back in with Thor and see if we get something.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yep.
It's always something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a week behind, it's a week behind.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. You know, we can always process one litter and then next weekend process another litter.
Yeah.
So, or we do them all at the same time and one litter's just a week later.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep. So, yeah, that's what we got going on so far.
Yeah. Not really a whole lot. I mean, it is a whole lot, but...
Yeah. It's a whole lot, but not a whole lot.
Yeah. As usual.
Yep. So you got anything you want to add?
I'm going to be trying... So I love corned beef.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to buy corned beef and then thought that we've got freezers full of venison. So I'm going to attempt to make corned venison.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So we'll see how that tastes. I got to get it back out of the freezer because I took it out and then went out of town and then... So I put it back in before I left. So now I got to take it out again.
Yep. That's the way it goes usually.
Yes. So we'll see. I've never done that before.
Yep. So, one thing we definitely wanted to plug this week was the Telegram group.
Yes.
And that is...
It's t.me/Two Chicks Homestead Podcast.
Yep.
And there's always a link below.
Mm-hmm. It's in the notes. And then all of our contact stuff is in the notes.
Yep.
Also want to throw out that we still have some comfrey for sale on our website.
Yep, comfrey salve. The
comfrey salve. And then we have some patches up there as well for a couple of bucks. Everything will come from us. The salve is homemade. The patches were done by a friend of ours.
Yep.
Kind of to help things out. And then, if you want to support the show, that's the best way to do it.
Yep.
So, all right, guys.
That's really it.
We will catch you guys next time.
All right. See you on the homestead where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.